My brother Owen Redway, and we are plumbing contractors from LR Services Plumbing here locally. I will give you a little background on the company, and we'll see if you guys have any questions. I started this company in 1997, fresh out of high school. From there, I went to Southern California Pipe Trades, which is an apprenticeship program for Local 78, Los Angeles Local 78 Plumbers Union. It's a 5-year program. The apprenticeship took me through all aspects of the plumbing field, from service and repair to industrial commercial plumbing, which is, I think my last project was a Staples Center. So anything from fixing stuff in your house to installing large plumbing in an industrial building. In 2000, I brought on board one of my brothers, and in 2003, I brought my brother Owen on, and he can take it in 2003.
Graduated high school actually in 2003. Wasn't exactly sure if I was going to become a plumber, firefighter. My dream as a little kid was to become a basketball player, but I didn't get tall enough, so I couldn't pursue that dream. Went on to, the company, LR Services Plumbing. That's a family company. We actually come from 4th generation plumbers. Been in our family, since before when. It's down the line. So it was kind of always something I could fall back on. It was a great opportunity and a great decision for me to become part of the family business, because the way we, and Leonard will get into this later, the way we market ourselves is totally different from any other plumbing company out there. So it creates a kind of a fun environment when we are out working. So,
okay. As far as the plumbing business, or anybody have any general questions right now before I go into entrepreneurship? Yes?
How long was it for you to start your own business? Like, where did you start at?
Where did I start at? I started at collecting tools and the back of my car and a business card. Started passing it out to friends and family, and then I made a 8.5 by 11 flyer and went and photocopied it and started putting it in people's doors. So it was a real small start. This will be 14 years in business this year, so it had to grow to that, but that's where I started from.
Did you ask the question how old you have to be? Did you ask the question how old you have to be?
Yes.
Were you really scared in the start? Like, did you ever doubt yourself? Like, what if this doesn't work out? And how did you cope with that?
I was 17 when I started, so fear wasn't really in me at that point. As the years have gone on, I've definitely doubted the success, doubted where my next job was going to come from, things like that. And you're going to always face that, especially in our economic downturn right now that we're going through. That's everybody's going through the same thing, especially being self-employed. I don't have a set place to go every day and know that there I'm going to get a check. So we have to continue to push, continue to be different, and continue for people to call us. And that sort of gives me a little peace of mind. But our marketing is what we fall back on. And so when times get tough, I sit and think about the next good idea. And that's how we push forward. Yes?
Is there a large amount of people in the business?
In our company, no, there is only 5 of us. So it's definitely the smaller end of a small business. Anybody else? Yes.
Well, I kind of consider myself to be an entrepreneur because, I sell bracelets up here at the school, and it's not really that big of a thing or whatever. But what kind of advice would you give me to be started? Because I do want to go into the business and financial field. So is there any good schools you would recommend, or anything you could tell me that's helping?
Most definitely. Don't think of yourself as kind of an entrepreneur. You're already an entrepreneur. I see your bag and everything you have in there. You come prepared. You're already doing business. no matter if you get one sale a day or one sale a week, you're already doing it. So when you, 10 years from now, tell your story, you'll be able to say that in 2010 or whenever you started making investments, that's when you started. And it's just a matter of if this is what you want to do long term, or if it's just what you want to do as a little side hustle to make money to put yourself through. And that's how many entrepreneurs are. They have their quote-unquote 9 to 5, their career, what they do, and then they make money on the side, supplemental income, and that's great. That is how that may fund your trips, or if you have children down the line, that could be, most of that money can go to their college fund and their tuition and things like that. What kind of field are you thinking about career-wise going into?
Well, I took an accounting program over the summer, so like I was really interested in the whole business, but I'm not really the strongest man I'm working. But like that's more like what I want to do. I want to do stuff that deals with finances and accounting and things like that, because I know there's always jobs for those types of people, those types of people.
And it's your lucky day. I'm going to sit down and we're going to introduce the accountant, Sharon Spiegel.
Good morning.
Good morning.